JockoStore.com.
Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. And someone was talking about this podcast and explaining it to someone else, and they were trying to explain the level of success of this podcast because I was just standing there. Someone was trying to explain to someone that I was cool, right? Okay. It was one of those awkward situations.
What was the circumstance?
Just the circumstance. Don't really want to go into, but it was just a situation where someone was trying to explain to someone else that I was cool. I'm not doing it. I'm just kind of standing there.
Sure. Witnessing.
And then the statement was, this podcast has 17,000 reviews. Or some number. Maybe that's the number, but whatever. I didn't even know that this was a thing to like be excited about.
Oh, like counting the reviews?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Gotcha. But anyways, it seems like we're in some kind of competition with everyone else.
Okay. All right.
And we like to win. So if you're feeling like you want to provide support in victory for this team, jump on there and leave a review. It's especially good. Now, I read the reviews, which is a lot of reviews to read, 17,000 reviews. They're not super long. It's not like a book.
Right.
But they do make you smile sometimes because people put layers into the reviews themselves.
Yep.
They can make a brother laugh.
Yeah. Yes, they can.
In fact, if you want to, you can just kind of go and peruse some of the other reviews and get a smile.
Right.
See if you catch the layers. See if you catch the connections.
Yeah.
Little game. We could have a board game.
What?
Find the layers.
All right.
Make the connections.
Cool.
This is not the only podcast that we have.
It's true.
We also have the Grounded podcast, which is about life, kind of through the lens of the jiu-jitsu. Mm-hmm. We have the Warrior Kid podcast, which we have a new one up, which is outstanding. We have also, speaking of Warrior Kids, we have Warrior Kid soap from IrishOaksRanch.com. Young Aiden making soap. And right now he's making something called Killer Soap. And there's one mission for that soap. And that is to help you stay clean.
Great. Actually, my son, he's 3, by the way. He likes the Killer soap.
Mm-hmm.
It's black. Mm-hmm. To say it's not abrasive, but it has the little, like, slight scrubbing quality in there.
Slight scrubbing.
Something.
Yes.
Would it be considered exfoliating?
No,
I don't know the criteria.
I don't think so. But it does. I know what you're talking about.
It has a little something in there. Yeah.
A little.
Not much.
Yep,
subtle.
Just a little bit. Makes you feel cleaner. 100%.
There you go. Yeah. Plus, it's black, by the way. Did I mention that?
Yeah.
It looks kind of dope.
The fact that you use something that is black,
that
you would think, oh, this is going to make everything dirty, but it actually makes you clean is like you're working with a handheld miracle. It's a modern medical miracle.
Hey, man, it's that activated charcoal.
Yeah.
You know, I seen I don't know what it was, like an Instagram video or something like this, where activated charcoal, they're using it like in something to brush their teeth. So I was like, hey, I don't know about all that, but apparently,
Yeah. Well, we used to use it to prevent us from being killed by chemical, biological, and radiological weapons.
All right.
Activated charcoal. So why not wash your body with it?
There you go. Seems like a good idea to me. So
there you go.
It seems to work. Also, we do have a YouTube channel for the video version of this podcast. If you want to see what Johnny Kim looks like, see how young he looks, just watch a YouTube video of it. I think that YouTube is starting to become kind of like a more popular way of watching the podcast, or how should I say, listening to it or whatever.
Well, if you're on YouTube, then you are in fact watching it.
Yeah.
I guess maybe you could be like have it in the background.
Yeah,
right?
like in the big screen, or how smart TVs nowadays. That's the jam nowadays. You can have it on that, whatever. Nonetheless, we do have a YouTube channel, official, verified, all that stuff. So that's how you can tell it's the real one. Because there's, people they'll chop up little chunks and they'll put it on their YouTube channels every once in a while. Mm-hmm. But that's how you got the correct one, the Jocko Podcast YouTube channel. Because there's excerpts on there as well.
Enhanced excerpts with fire and smoke and explosions
every once in a while. Yeah.
Because what good is the spoken word if nothing's blowing up?
I know. It's true. That's how I feel sometimes too. It's true.
I didn't know if you were going to make it through today I thought for a moment you're going to make it through today without bringing in some random sci-fi movie episode.
Bro.
The one time you spoke up, you went straight to just Armageddon movie.
Bro, I was about to bust out Interstellar, Armageddon, Deep Impact. Like, there's a bunch of them.
I was super nervous coming to this podcast because of that. I'm like, this could be hard. I don't know if he's going to be able to contain himself. This could just turn into a sci-fi movie discussion.
And he mentioned Mars, where that's the next mish. Oh. So, bro, Mars, what are we doing up there?
We all applaud you for containing your emotions and not turning this into a sci-fi movie discussion.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of questions that, we all want answered. Unless, maybe next time.
We also have psychological warfare, which is a little psychological that will help you get over a moment of weakness. You can get that from any MP3 platform. We have Flipside Canvas, which is run by Dakota Meyer, so you can have a visual representation of the path. Flipsidecanvas.com. We got some books. Bunch of books, actually. It's kind of ridiculous. Johnny Kim just walked out of here with every book. He's super fired up. So, what books did he walk out of here with? Leadership Strategy and Tactics Field Manual, Way of the Warrior Kid 1, 2, and 3, Mikey and the Dragons, Discipline Equals Freedom Field Manual, and then Extreme Ownership and the Dichotomy of Leadership. There's a bunch of books. Check them out. We have Echelon Front, which is my leadership consultancy. Is what we do is solve problems through leadership. If you need help with your team in any category, go to echelonfront.com for details. We have EF Online, which is leadership training, virtual, through the interwebs, interactive. Go to efonline.com to check that out. We have the Muster 2020. This is our leadership seminar, gathering, event. The first one is in Orlando, May 7th and 8th. That one, stand by. We got a little scenario unfolding in the nation, and so we're seeing where that one ends up right now. We are not planning, well, we are observing and assessing whether that one's going to go down. But if that one doesn't go down, Phoenix, Arizona, September 16th and 17th. Dallas, Texas, December 3rd and 4th. Check out extremeownership.com for details. Every single event that we have done has sold out. So if you want to come, register early, and especially if this gets compressed into less musters in the same year, it's going to be close. And also we have EF Overwatch and EF Legion taking leaders from the front lines, from executive positions in the military, and putting them into the civilian sector. Go to efoverwatch.com or eflegion.com. If you find yourself with a deep desire to hear more from us because you haven't heard enough for some reason, 4.5 hours wasn't enough of Johnny Kim, of Echo Charles, of me, well, you can communicate with us virtually through the interwebs. Johnny, once again, Johnny Kim USA, and Echo and I are also there. We are on Twitter and we're on Instagram, and we are on Die Filish Bosch. Echo's at Echo Charles, and I am at Jocko Willink. And thanks once again to Johnny Kim for coming on. Thanks for NASA for letting him come out and do this, and thanks to him for being such a humble guy and setting such a great example. Such a great example for everyone to listen to. What he's overcome, what he's done, what he's doing, and what he has done not only in his personal life, but what he has done in the service of his country and in the service of his friends and his brothers. And the same goes to the rest of our servicemen and women out there on sea, air, land, and in space, preserving freedom and protecting our way of life in this world and beyond. And to police and law enforcement and firefighters and paramedics and EMTs and dispatchers and correctional officers and Border Patrol and Secret Service, thanks to what you all do every day as well, and the sacrifices you make to protect us here at home. And to everyone else out there, there are so many things that you can do. So many things that you can do. And as Johnny Kim proves, you can be humble and you can be helpful as you do those things. And in fact, the more humble you are, the more helpful you are, the better you will do. And that being said, humility is no guarantee for success. Because while, yes, you have to be humble, you still have to set some serious goals. And you have to work harder than you think is possible. And no matter where you came from, and no matter what's ahead of you, and no matter what happens, keep getting after it. And until next time, this is Echo and Jocko, out.